Robinson, 2001, argues that fostering creativity in children is crucial if we are to prepare them to cope and flourish in a world that is dominated by technological innovation and socio-economic change. Kasangu, 2010, highlights that creative teachers are expected to provide rich and varied contexts in which pupils can generate and extend ideas, suggest hypotheses, apply imagination, and look for alternative outcomes. In order to do this, Robinson and Azam, 2009, emphasised that teachers should stimulate curiosity and engagement and encourage risk-taking and reflection through providing purposeful and innovative learning experiences in every capacity possible. Otherwise, we run the risk of killing creativity. Pertinently, some argue that creative pedagogy can be constrained by the boundaries of our knowledge-based, task-led curriculum. Nevertheless, Noddings, 2013, advocates that we must be willing to innovate and push the boundaries, ensuring that creative teaching is the foundation upon which we underpin knowledge, skills, and understanding across the curriculum. This highlights Craft's idea of little c creativity and possibility thinking, which proposes that everybody has the potential to use their creative resources. Berry, 2008, points out that we can use digital technology to enable children to develop these resources and empower them to innovate and take action. Lovelace, 2010, argues that creativity is an interaction between people and wider social and cultural contexts. Wells and Claxton, 2002, point out that children bring previous experience and a whole range of socio-cultural issues into school. Learning must be sensitively pitched so that we can tap into children's interests and challenge them accordingly. Here, moving image can play an important role. A publication released by the BFI highlights that video is an important part of our culture. Children have the basic right to learn through video in school. During my Year 2 school placement, I implemented a lesson where children would be responding to a BFI digital film as part of enhancing their communication skills in literacy. The children were highly motivated by the notion of watching video. They were immediately stimulated and engaged in quality discussion that encouraged them to burrow beneath the literal meaning of the film. In this way, I used digital video as a vehicle to encourage children to share their individual responses and contribute to a communal understanding. Pupils were beginning to develop a more sophisticated sense of interpretation through reflecting on the response of others. This draws on the social constructivist approach to learning, which views cognitive development as a product of our social and communicative interactions. So, through the medium of digital video, we can offer children an experience that makes them want to communicate and problem solve to assimilate new learning, and in turn stretch their creative capacities. Kress, 1997, points out that this is because our socio-cultural environment is bound up in our experience of television and film. Learning that incorporates this type of digital media allows pupils to move from the known to the unknown. In light of this, I've been impelled to consider my role as a creative teacher and distinguish the difference between that and of how I can best develop creativity for those I teach. I now see the best creative learning as a product of dynamic interplay between the teacher's personal qualities, the pedagogy they adopt, and the ethos developed in class and school. In future practice, I feel passionate about using my own creative capacities to provide a creative learning platform for all. As part of my subject specialism, I designed a virtual Pinocchio, and in my next school block, I will use this resource to capture the children's imaginations and help them make meaningful connections to innovate and become owners of their own creative thinking and learning.
See you later.